Hey, my name is Mike, and this is a too long didn't read version of Iron Reaver on Mythic. Don't stand in green fire. Tanks will get a 15-second debuff called Artillery. Once it expires, it deals raid-wide AoE, but it deals less damage the further away you are from your raid, so run away really far. The boss will fire an orb at random ranged players' locations. Once it lands, it does damage to anyone within 8 yards, so make sure you're spread out. The boss faces a random direction and does barrage where he shoots out a line of fire. Don't get hit by it. Pounding is a 6-second raid-wide AoE. It'll come in 3 times per ground phase. When he does this ability, the fires on the ground start to get pushed back a little bit. Iron Reaver will charge a random direction with Blitz. If you get hit by this, you will travel with the boss to her destination and you'll take damage. This is always cast twice in a row. If the boss charges through any fire, it also moves out of the way. Don't get hit by this. During the ground phase, the boss will be spawning a few bombs that you have 25 seconds to kill. If any bombs at all detonate in this fight, your raid will take a ton of damage, so they're always your #1 priority. If they do explode, they also put a stacking debuff on you that increases the damage you take from these bombs by 50% for 30 seconds. If these bombs explode near fire, they'll also move that fire out of the way. When the boss gets 100 energy, she goes into the air phase and takes 95% less damage. In this phase, Artillery, the tank debuff from phase 1, gets put on random raid members, not just the tanks. During this air phase, the boss will cover part of the room in fuel that will slow you down if you stand in it. Very quickly after the fuel goes down, she'll light it all on fire. These orange swirlies will spawn bombs, and if you stand near the orange swirly, you're going to take damage. There will be 4 different kinds of bombs spawning in this phase. The quick fuse bomb is your #1 priority because it detonates in 12 seconds. It has a yellow glow to it. Reactive fire bombs have a blue glow and detonate in 30 seconds. These should be getting picked up by the tanks. All you have to do is right click it to destroy it, but doing so will make you take a lot of damage, so use a cooldown if you need to. Burning fire bombs have a yellow glow and detonate in 40 seconds. Each time you hit this bomb, you get a stacking debuff put on you that increases the fire damage you take for 6 seconds. This debuff shouldn't be an issue if you don't stand in fire and you kill the bombs quickly. Reinforced fire bombs have a lot of health, a purple glow, and detonate in 85 seconds. After 3 sets of fuel and fire and 3 sets of bomb, the boss selects a random player to land on. Make sure no one is in the landing zone. Upon landing, the boss will push back any fire in that zone. Every time the boss lands from an air phase, the damage done by pounding is increased by 20%. Using 3 tanks for this fight may help you if you're having issues with the boss moving too much during artillery. My guild found it best to split up our raid on the left and right side of the boss, similar to how we did Hellfire Assault. The 2 groups would ensure that they're staying 8 yards spread apart. They would also need to kill any bombs on their side in phase 1. In the air phase, one group took the half of the room by the entrance to the instance. The other group took the half of the room that was by the entrance to the hallway after Iron Reaver. After the air phase, we focus down any remaining bombs and then go back on the boss. You can pop all your offensive cooldowns right at the start of the fight. You can save your defensive cooldowns for pounding or whenever you feel necessary. That was a too long didn't read version of Iron Reaver on Mythic. If you have any questions, feel free to let me know down below in the comments. Thanks for watching, have a great day.